An asylum seeker comes by taxi to cross the U.S. border on Roxham Road in New York. Champlain, New York. Toronto. November 1. Canada's Liberal government has kept its immigration goals unchanged for the next 2 years. And the country will stop accelerating migration from 2026 as it has a high inflation and housing crisis. Migration Minister Marc Miller told journalists Ottawa to the Journalists Canada before reaching 500,000 2025, 465,000 newcomers this year. Targeted 485,000 2024, reached 500,000 2025, aims to continue 2026. This will help to determine the speed of Canada's economic and population growth while controlling the impact on critical systems such as infrastructure and housing. Miller.Said. Considering housing difficulties and abrasion of public support of targeted immigration levels, Canada will need immigrants in long run. In country's best lending report, 1.3 of population said that annual immigration intake was not enough to stabilize age structure of population in a way that requires 2.1 immigrant. The Canadian population has grown mainly through migration, and the population growth has helped to fuel economic growth in recent years. Although some economists worked in industries such as construction, which faces labor shortage, some immigrants accused the country's migration for worsening residential famine. For this reason, the Canadian Bank said that migration was a driver for inflation, which was 3.8 in September, as well as breaks. More consumers mean more demand, which increases prices. But immigrants entering the labor force help to reduce labor costs. A strong immigrant entrance helped Canadian population to grow at fastest speed since 1957 and said that Canada, which is one of fastest growing countries in world, balances effects of aging residents who retired and added to health services. Canadian Institute of Citizenship said in a statement at the beginning of this week, newcomers to Canada have chosen to leave in recent years and challenged a country dependent on migration for population and economic expansion. Walloon Toronto. Ismail Shakiil Ottawa and Gnaneshwar Rajan Bengaluru.